Hello Internet, we are on Showdown and we're going to do some games in just a moment. First of all though, I would like to gather a few opinions because I have been uploading quite a lot lately. Last weekend as well I uploaded a video on Saturday and Sunday, so I would just like a few honest opinions from you really. Do you think I am uploading a little bit too much? Do you want to watch all of my videos but is there too many of them? Am I doing too much basically? So if you'd like me to slow down a bit, I really don't mind going down to, 3-4 videos a week, something like that, if it'd be a bit more manageable. If you're enjoying them all, then fantastic, that's what I would like. Obviously I want you to enjoy my videos, but if there's too many of them to enjoy, then please let me know. Just because, I am conscious I have been uploading quite a lot lately. But for today, we're going to jump in, we're going to do some games with this team. It's slightly different to what we've used before. As you can see here, this is the Taiwan national bit on Nugget Bridge. The first place team is this one with Infernape, and the rest of it. I've basically swapped the Togekiss for a Smeargle because Smeargle is Smeargle, and I did kind of want to have a little bit of a cheeky try of the King Shield Mental Herb Smeargle. So we'll jump into some games. We'll see how we go with this team, and either it'll go well or it'll go badly. There's only one way it can go, isn't it? Only one thing can happen. That's what I mean. As we get basically like a Big Six team with a Cresselia. So I think we'll go with Infernape, which is okay. I think Infernape, Xerneas maybe. I think we do want Kyogre, and I think actually Smeargle would be nice here too. So we'll kick things off now with a game against Nikilla 371. And fingers crossed it'll be a good game because, it's always nice to watch good games. This week, yesterday, hopefully you saw on BattleSpot, we had Jamie Boyd, and we did record videos for Wednesday and Friday as well, and they're actually really good videos. I've not watched them back, but I think we had a really good time doing them, and there's some really good battles for you to watch. So watch out for them definitely. I'm not going to mess around trying to predict a Scarf Smeargle or anything like that. I am just going to go for a Fake Out and a Geomancy here. He's going to Geomancy up at the same time, no doubt as well. But if he does, then we will still have our Focus Sash intact on Infernape, and we'll hopefully be able to knock out his Smeargle with a close combat next turn. There's a good chance he'll go for a there's a good chance he'll go for a, I was going to say Wide Guard. There's a good chance he'll go for a Follow Me as well, because Xerneas will be faster. So maybe I'm going to go for a close combat onto the Smeargle and just protect Xerneas this turn. Just see what he wants to do with this Smeargle here. He does go for the Wide Guard. Okay, so we did scout that one out quite nicely. And because we were faster, we did get the Fake Out onto the Smeargle. That's a gone Smeargle now, so I don't have to worry about that. Both of the Xerneases are still, looking pretty threatening, and he's probably got the Groudon in the back. I've got the Kyogre in the back. He's got the advantage there with the Xerneas War. So we're not out of the woods, but I've got my Smeargle in the back. He actually brings his Cresselia out, which is quite interesting. I suppose he doesn't want to offer up the Weather War to me by putting his Groudon out first. So, well, if he goes for a Trick Room, I don't think I mind that too much, because this Smeargle it's not a slow Smeargle, but it's not a max speed Smeargle. So I think I'm just going to try and go for an Overheat on his Xerneas. He probably will just be Dazzling Gleaming though, and I'll try and Moonblast the Xerneas too. We are in Blaze range, so even though he is at +2 special defense, an Overheat will do, I don't know, maybe 25% or so. I'd imagine it to be a decent chunk. So we do get the Moonblast. We get the special drop too. And he does go for a Dazzling Gleam. Okay, so that is reduced damage onto the Xerneas there. Now, I can bring in my Smeargle. I don't want to offer the Weather War to him. Actually, we're not Focus Sash, are we, on this Smeargle? So, oh dear. But my Moonblast did do just over half to his Smeargle. So, is it going to be a roll? I'm not sure. Do I go for the roll? A Moonblast on his Xerneas? I mean, my Xerneas, the EVs I'm pretty sure, designed, like it's a spread that I did ages ago. It's a spread that's designed so that at +2 it will always one-shot a 4 HP Xerneas. Now, Xerneas are hardly ever just 4 HP these days. Maybe this one is. I don't know. The question I'm asking myself is, do I want to go for a Wide Guard and like a Dazzling Gleam or something, or a Dark Void and a Moonblast on his Xerneas? Because if I think a Moonblast will knock it out, then I can just go for a Dark Void quite risk-free, I guess. But I'm not going to go for the roll. I'm actually going to go for a Wide Guard, thinking he will Dazzling Gleam here, and go for my own Dazzling Gleam. So he does actually win a speed tie, so he is max speed. And we Dazzling Gleam, and he actually goes for a Trick Room there. Okay, well, Smeargle gets a speed drop and an accuracy boost. So, if you watched Saturday's video and saw me get a bit of luck with the Smeargle, I've got a bit of luck with this Smeargle, haven't I? This time too. We saw that the Xerneas were speed tying, so, you know, speed tie again in Trick Room. I'm free to go for a Dark Void, unless he has got Magic Coat on his Cresselia, and just go for another Dazzling Gleam. Yeah, but he hasn't. We put both of them to sleep. There's no berries, and his Xerneas is going down. So, a good start. We're not really showing off much of the rest of the team, are we? Although, looking at it, I mean, we have got Smeargle, we have got Xerneas, we have got Salamence. That is half of Big Six. So this is like, I suppose, the other way Big Six could go. This is with Kyogre, and we've got Ferrothorn, and, you know, we've got Fake Out support there as well. But we've got Kyogre instead of the Groudon here. Now, we did just get another speed drop. We got another speed drop and another evasion boost. This Smeargle got the perfect Moody boosts for us. So we can just Dark Void and Moonblast his Cresselia here. He protects, so, you know, fair enough. His Cresselia could wake up here, but doesn't. So it goes down. And, okay, so we get a speed boost that turn. So, you know, maybe not perfect just yet. But it does allow us to... I mean, we have got Kyogre very safe in the back here. I'm just going to go for a King Shield here and a Moonblast onto the Groudon. If he goes for an Eruption, we should survive, actually. If he goes for a Precipice Blades, we've maybe got a chance to survive. He's got a Swords Dance, so that does kind of tell me he's got Precipice Blades. So, I mean, I'm going to Wide Guard and just protect Xerneas here. Either way, we've won this game, because out of Trick Room, Moonblast will be a knockout onto the Groudon there, so... Smeargle, it doesn't matter what you do this turn. I'm just trying to go for a Wide Guard in case he goes for a Precipice Blades or whatever, just to show that I don't have the, you know, just to keep him guessing, maybe, if we play again, and maybe make him think that I have got the Focus Sash on the Smeargle. That's what I'm trying to say. So, the game is won at this point. He's, you know, just dragging out this last turn. There's not really any way he can win this. Yeah. So, protect. Pointless Wide Guard. It is Precipice Blades after all too, so even if there was Trick Room for another turn, we could have, you know, Wide Guarded on his Precipice Blades. If he had Fire Punch, then fair enough. We've still got Kyogre in the back. So, that's one game won. Yep, he lets his Groudon go down there. So we'll search for another game. As we find, a team with both Jumpluff and Amoonguss on it, which is very interesting. Otherwise, it's very similar to Arash's German Nationals winning team. Not actually seen too many Groudon Evoltol teams lately, so it'd be interesting to you know, have a go at this one. You know, in theory, I should have the advantage here, because where he's got the Groudon, I've got the Kyogre. Where he's got the Evoltol, I've got the Xerneas. But you know, Groudon is good against Xerneas, and Evoltol is pretty good against Kyogre. So you know, nothing is that black and white. I think we will go with Infernape though. I think Infernape and Xerneas is okay, with Kyogre definitely in the back, and Salamence is good against this sort of team too. So he's got Thunderous Kangaskhan. Pretty, you know, common lead there. And, well, there's lots of things that can go on here. I'm going to go for the Fake Out on his Thunderous and try and Geomancy. I think we're just going to be trading Fake Outs here, but If we do, I don't mind. Actually, we're not trading fake outs. He's probably knocking my Infernape out then. Or no, just going for a double edge onto my Xerneas. Okay, well, I'll definitely take that because I can basically quick guard here. And a Dazzling Gleam might not knock out his Kangaskhan. Yeah, it might not knock out his Kangaskhan. What would you say? That Kangaskhan... Well, actually, oh, Showdown tells us now. HP, about 71%. So actually, I think a Dazzling Gleam should knock it out. So just a quick guard Dazzling Gleam should do the trick here. As he does try and Thunder Wave, and he doesn't try and Sucker Punch, but actually the Kangaskhan survives. He will be knocking himself out to recoil. So I think that Kangaskhan had a little bit more bulk in it. So yeah, we could have, with the quick guard, we were safe against Thunder Waves and stuff like that. I was considering going for the Moonblast onto his Kangaskhan to get the you know, guaranteed one-hit KO, but you know, as it happened, I think he must have had a bit of bulk in there. He survived. I don't really mind that too much because it forces in his last two Pokemon. I've got Kyogre in the back, so I've definitely won the Weather War here. We've got the Intimidate on his Yveltal and on his Groudon too, so... and we are in the sun, so actually, you know, Overheat could do a lot of damage here. I am going to go for the Overheat onto his Yveltal and just protect the Salamence here. If he goes for like a substitute with his Groudon, I don't mind that too much because we have got Hyper Voice and a Swords Dance. Well, it'd only be at +1. He does actually have substitute. Okay, well, that's slightly annoying that our Overheat missed his Yveltal there because now we are, well, now we're at -1 special attack. It won't do so much damage, but I think we're still in a decent position. I think I'm actually just going to go for an Overheat and a double edge onto his Yveltal now, which I think should knock it out. Yeah, which is definitely going to knock it out, as long as I hit it. Yeah, which we do this turn. And his Groudon, if he's got Rock Slide, then maybe it'll do a bit of damage to my Salamence, but we should still be in a winning position, especially because we have got Kyogre in the back. At this point, 2 Hyper Voices will just knock it out as well, so we don't even need the Kyogre. Yeah, he just forfeits there. Seeing as we are just 12 minutes in, I will look for another battle. I know I might have said I was going to, or if I didn't say, I'd said it in my head. I was going to try and keep this video quite short, just because, you know, like I was asking at the beginning of the video, I'm a bit conscious that I have been uploading every day, and I don't want to, you know, swamp YouTube with my videos, basically. But, you know, 13 minutes now. We'll end on this game, win or lose. As, I don't know, we've got similar-ish teams, haven't we, really? Grass type, Salamence, Kyogre, Xerneas, Fake Out, and whereas he's got his supporter, I guess, with Talonflame, and Fire type, I've got my supporter with Smeargle here. So, I think, I don't know, Infernape looks okay as a lead. I think actually Infernape Xerneas looks alright, so we'll go like that. Because he has got 2 Mega Pokemon, he can only take 1 of them. This is one thing that I like with having Infernape and not like Kangaskhan, just Salamence as the Mega, is I can take that without any restrictions. I don't have to worry about, you know, doubling up my, you know, my Megas or whatever. Ferrothorn looks pretty nice here too, actually. So I'm kind of tempted to take Ferrothorn. Yeah, Ferrothorn and maybe Kyogre. So, we'll see how this goes. He actually goes with his Kangaskhan Talonflame lead, which is fair enough. Okay. Salamence would have been good here. Definitely. I think I'm going to go for a close combat onto the Kangaskhan and just protect here. If Kangaskhan goes for a Fake Out, surely it's going to be on my Xerneas. He's not going to Fake Out my Infernape. And I don't normally carry Protect. He could withdraw the Kangaskhan. That is probably the biggest worry here. Maybe he'll withdraw and Tailwind or something like that. But maybe he is forced to target my Xerneas with a Fake Out. Maybe even a Fake Out and a Brave Bird or something to put it into Brave Bird range next turn. Maybe not. But if the Kangaskhan doesn't have any bulk in it, close combat will be knocking it out. If he goes for a Brave Bird on my Infernape, we have got the Focus Sash. He actually goes for a Quick Guard, anticipating a fake out from us, and so that turn worked out actually perfectly for us. So yeah, I'm not complaining at that. He does bring out his own Xerneas though, and I do have to worry about that somewhat. I've got Ferrothorn in the back, so, and his only fire type is the Talonflame, but I can't touch Talonflame right now. And I would very much like to touch Talonflame right now. I really would like to touch it. Unless it's one of those horrible flame body ones. You won't want to touch a hot Talonflame like that, would you? But I'm just being silly. No, I need to get rid of that Talonflame, because like if he ends up with Xerneas and Ferrothorn, Xerneas and Kyogre, then my Ferrothorn and Kyogre would have a decent time, I'd say. But Talonflame's going to be an issue. Yeah, no intimidate either, because I didn't bring the Salamence. I mean, I could try and... Yeah, I'm just going to go and Overheat and Moonblast his Xerneas, because if I win a potential speed tie and Moonblast him first before he gets his Geomancy, actually an Overheat Moonblast should knock him out. So, he taunts me, I don't mind. Yeah, we do get the Overheat. Ooh, that's not going to knock him out. That looks like a pretty bulky Xerneas, actually. Yeah, so, yeah, that was a bulky Xerneas. Because, like, he was slower than us. And I'm not 100%, but I do think, I don't know, maybe Infernape needed to be in Blaze range to knock it out, but either way, the Infernape has got a Focus Sash, so I can just freely close combat the Xerneas. I'm not at minus attack. A close combat will knock it out from there, but if he Dazzling Gleams Brave Birds into the Infernape, then I can't do that, but at the same time, I can just Dazzling... Will my own Dazzling Gleam knock out his Xerneas from there? Moonblast did half, so Dazzling Gleam without boost would do sort of 30-odd%. Half that, that's about... Yeah, I think a Dazzling Gleam will knock it out, so I think I'm safe just going for this, really. He actually Dazzling Gleams, so actually... Ooh, okay. Yeah, so we lose... Both of us lose our Xerneases there. Actually, I thought my Xerneas would survive there. You know, like, I don't know, +2 Dazzling Gleam. Maybe it was a modest Xerneas, so maybe not. But I'm going to put Kyogre out. I'm going to leave the Ferrothorn as a nice little surprise for the back. And because I have got Quick Guard here, we haven't seen... Yeah, he's got Quick Guard, Taunt, Brave Bird. That Talonflame should not have Protect on it. Because we've got Quick Guard, he can't Brave Bird, and he can't Flare Blitz because we are in the range. So Quick Guard... basically makes Kyogre invincible to his Talonflame this turn, and we're just going to Scald the... No, we're not going to Scald. We're going to Quick Guard. We're going to be a man. We're going to Water Spout on here just to get a bit of chip damage on his Kyogre too. Just because even if he does Thunder my Kyogre here, like a Water Spout from 30% should still knock out his Talonflame. It is in the rain, and then we'll just have Ferrothorn versus his Kyogre, and we should be okay. So, yeah, and we win a potential speed tie there anyway. Kyogre don't normally run max speed. He does have Thunder. Kyogre don't normally run max speed, but this one is timid, so, you know, maybe no speed tie there. And we're just going to attack him. We've got Ferrothorn in the back, so we should be safe. That close combat, it was you know, like, we're not intimidated. That is still just a neutral close combat. It does a good chunk of damage. Origin Pulse. Okay, Infernape goes down. And here's the nasty surprise. Sorry, we've got Ferrothorn in the back, and we'll just finish up this game. Actually, with just a Scald. So, we're under 20 minutes. Yay! An action-packed, fast-paced, quite successful showing of this team, I guess. It does look quite solid. It's, I mean, yeah, it looks quite solid. I can see holes in the team. Like, I don't know, maybe things like Dialga could cause a few of the issues. Like, there's only really Infernape, which is quite frail, that can harm that. Maybe other Kyogre teams could be a bit of an issue for it too. But, you know, I mean, obviously a very similar team to this did win the Taiwan National, so it's clearly a solid team that clearly can win games as we did today. So, thanks a lot for watching this, guys. You know, please give me my feedback. You know, if you think I am uploading a bit too much, let me know. But again, please like and share if you have enjoyed the video. And cheers. Thanks a lot, guys. Goodbye for now.